Well, Inga, let's give a little bit of context because, as I told you off camera, we started right into all my questions, and I will continue having questions. But just to try to the normal person that knows nothing about fortune telling and the tarot and anything mystical and has so many questions. Uh, what is exactly the tarot cards? How you explain them to this type of people?
These are answers that are written in the symbols.
Okay.
And the person who knows tarot explains those symbols in the way that you understand.
Okay. Okay.
That's the simple answer.
That's the easiest way to put it. Okay. How do they work and what are they meant for? These are questions that the people are asking. So let's give them answers.
I believe that it is energy. You ask a question and then you pull out the card as an answer. And then the main, the main task is to understand what they are talking about. Because I believe that they are not lying. Maybe I can't read it. Maybe I don't understand something, but they never lie. This is what I believe.
I agree.
What they are meant for, to search for answers, but not as simple as yes and no.
Yeah.
And on the other hand, there are topics, there are questions we can't ask. Well, we can ask, but we can't search for answers.
Give us an example.
For example, about death.
Okay.
Will he die? When he die?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can't answer. I believe that it is forbidden. And if any client says, but there's a lady who tells, I say, you can go to that lady.
Yeah.
I think it's totally forbidden.
Yeah.
It's ethic.
Okay. Well, one of the things that has happened to me in the combination between dreams and things is that when it comes to death, and this is why I cannot say I have a theory of the afterlife, but when you start seeing dreams and you start doing readings, there's nothing in there that paints an ending. So whatever we think death is, because it's not.
Yeah.
Yeah. So for sure, for example, when the number 13 come in a reading, a lot of the times the way I'm going to give you the symbol that I learned and how I have expanded. So, he's a skeleton, and the main thing of the skeleton is that the one thing that we have that we cannot see, but we know we have, and you only learn. So it's outside of your consciousness because you cannot see it. But in the card, he's the Ripper. He's killing everything and turn it into in the Marseille, like all the heads and all the things everywhere lying. Yeah. And it's basically one hidden thing that you haven't realized about yourself, that it doesn't allow your other parts of yourself to flourish. Because let's say those people that are afraid of commitment, yeah, they don't realize they just love to go somewhere else. So when something happens, but they don't even know it, yeah, and it looks outside as there's a fear of commitment. So objectively, you can say, well, this person has a fear of commitment because every 6 months or a year is doing something different, yeah. But the way it looks inside is that you feel that the other people don't want to be around you and they have no need for you, and there's nothing there, so you keep going. So that idea of I'm not worth it and I'm not bringing anything makes people run away. And that's how I was told to put it in the context of, for example, the card death, because it could be, I'm not saying that this is specifically what it means, but it could be in a situation that is related to something like that. So, but that is a way of, it's not the end, is a decision that doesn't let flourish other things. So, but when you see dreams, and I know that reading about dream interpretation and things, looking for answers. That old people, they also don't dream that they're gonna die. They dreamed like, they're going to an amazing place or things like this, and that makes it very interesting for me because, that makes the curious in me ask, okay, but where? I want to know more. But
a bit later.
no, later. I'm gonna. The thing is this: at the end of the day, we're all gonna learn, and it's gonna be the end surprise. And I have absolutely no rush to learning that lesson. I'll learn all the other lessons before, because in reality, is that one lesson that we all learn, and it's amazing. But it comes when it needs to come, and in the meantime, we are figuring out everything here, and here is great. Here is pretty good.
And it's like when we tell what like a tarot message, then I always said that it's not 100%. We can never say 100%.
No.
The one thing, what is 100%? We were born, we will die.
Yeah, pretty
That's
much
it.
Yeah, true. Well, because you do have free will.
Yep.
You can always go, and no, it's not gonna happen for me, and you can go and do whatever.
Because there are situations when client comes to me, he asks what to do, and then he goes to his normal life and he does the opposite.
Yeah.
That's it. He wanted to hear one scenario. It was not good for him.
Yeah.
And he did the way he's doing all the time.
But he will learn. Stay.
Yes.
Hopefully.
He will learn,
Yeah.
most probably.
Some people, they have. Well, I want to believe. I don't know if it's true or not, but a lot of the times people resist a lesson. But I know that everybody, when they're in the dark, when they're in the bed and nobody's watching, you know.
Yeah.
You know. So that's a part that it's but it's hard. I get it for everybody else, because it's hard. A lot of the times the problems or questions are very overwhelming, and they're very connected to some core of your. It's like I've had readings that have been very, very hard, because the family is very negative to a person, but they have this overvalue of family that the family can be poison in the drink, and they're gonna keep drinking that drink.
Yep.
And it's just impossible for them to even imagine not drinking that drink.
Yeah. And they want sometimes us to solve the situation.
Yeah, they want you to take out the poison from the drink.
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, the poison is there, just don't drink it. But it's hard. I've been in situations myself the same. So, when it's very confusing, there are things that we don't know that they seem to touch a part that is very, very hard for us to understand. And those are the problems that last the longest.
Yep.
It took me 16 years to make my movie, so there was something there. And the lesson was very simple. I learned it. You just need a team to make a movie. And it sounds absurdly simple, but I just didn't want it to understand it.
Yep.
Hard lesson. Let's continue with some questions that... where did the tarot cards originate? Were they always used for spiritual readings? What's your...
The first question, well, there are many theories, and we will never find the right one.
Yeah.
That's why I'm saying let's not focus on that one.
Yeah.
Let's focus on the second part. Do we usually
Were they always used for spiritual readings?
No, we can use it for daily readings, for daily life, for, like I am calling it, small magic things, small magic rituals. We can use them for meditations. We can use them just for collection.
Okay.
There are persons who don't know tarot, but they are like collectors.
Yeah. I have many tarots, like, because if I like
I
one
also
that it
have
looks,
many.
I need to have it. Like but it has given me so much that I think that's why I collect it. How to use the tarot for self-discovery, for example?
Well, the easiest way, I think, is the putting out daily cards.
Okay.
But not looking at the card and say, today this and this will happen. No, not that way. But just look at the card and during the day trying to see where is the energy of that card. And for example, if the card is like bad, then it does not mean that I will stay at home and will not go out, because everything is bad. No, we can see that energy is, let's say, challenging, but we can like check every step to avoid this challenge. And in the evening, we can say the day was perfect. No challenges, because I knew, I was informed, and I can do steps more slowly, and then that's it.
Now that you say that, in my movie that I'm going to do about the tarot, the next one that I'm doing, I have this phrase that knowing when something bad is going to happen is like walking a slippery,
big resource.
Yeah, you are more careful because you know the energy is there. That doesn't mean exactly as you said that you're just going to stay home like opening the window like this because you're afraid that something might happen. But I like that idea of having like a conversation, having a conversation in your head. Okay, where is this happening here? How can this help me?
And then opposite, if the card is very good, very positive, very energetic, don't sit at home. You can have this energy to do many things. Don't expect the bold food guy to bring you all the amazing things. Use the energy to go and do it. Before this interview, I put a tarot card, of course. How it will be for me, and it was 8 of Swords. And then and this is what happened. 8 of Swords. What I did, I asked advice for me what to do to escape 8 of Swords. It was a world. I will be open whatever it goes. And what will be the result if I take this advice? The result was Sun, and I can change it.
And I know where the 8 of Swords is. The camera running out of battery, the other one overheating. So the challenges are there. It's crazy.
But also, I can focus on this bad thing. And I can focus on, I know it can happen. What can I do?
What can I do?
That's it.
Very powerful. Good. I think people...
So there are no bad cards or good cards.
Good cards.
It depends what we want to achieve. The same about magic. It's not black magic. It's not white magic. Magic is magic. The reason, what are you doing, or the purpose, what you want to achieve, it is black or white. But not the magic, not the cards.
True. It's like thinking about nature and thinking of like, I don't know, there's going to be this terrible rain. Well, what are you going to do about it? Like, it's a little bit like that. Okay. That's good advice.